Hi, this is Dylan from Business English Unplugged, and this is a very simple activity for your one-to-one business English classes. Now remember, these activities are Dogme in that they are conversation driven, materials light, and they focus on emergent language. So they require very little preparation and very few materials. So this one's called Today at Work, and it's a very simple activity. It's a simple structured way for the learner to narrate a significant event from their daily work routine. Something they did at work today, or maybe yesterday or last week. It doesn't really matter. You can adapt. And the rationale is that learners often need to describe daily work events clearly and naturally. Of course, if they have a regular meeting, let's say every morning, and they have to update their boss and their colleagues on what they're doing, this will really help them. And the learning opportunity is it helps them develop natural workplace narration and clarity, just getting better at explaining things in a clear and concise way. Now the procedure, as ever, is very simple. We start with relate, and the point of the relate is that you can relate, you can connect the activity with what the learner does in their daily job. So you ask the learner to think of one meaningful thing that happened today at work or yesterday. The next part is optional. This is rehearse. So you might want to elicit useful sequencing or descriptive phrases. They're going to talk about an activity. So maybe it could be, first I did this, then I realized this, finally I did this. So you might want to review them before. Then you go to the respond, and this is where they respond to the task. So this is a monologic task in that they will just speak for maybe 60 seconds or 90 seconds where they narrate the event in detail. You could make it dialogic. You could sort of interrupt them. So you could play the role of the boss, asking them extra questions. After they've done it once, we need to reflect and refine. So this is where you focus on the emergent language. So you could, for example, praise them for good uses of language they use, but also you can look at grammar, vocabulary, clarity, and also remember to model. If you want them to maybe improve something or add some new language or reformulate, you should model. You can practice it a little bit with them so they're gaining confidence. And then of course we have to repeat, so the learners retell the event using this refined language, using the extra emergent language that you incorporated into the fourth stage. You may need to do that again. If they're still struggling a little bit or there's still room for improvement, you can repeat it again. By the third time, they should be much better than they were originally. And as a follow-up activity, because you must make sure they reuse, recycle any new words, any new language, you could ask them to complete a simple follow-up task like writing a short internal update, maybe like an email summarizing the event. And again, you can encourage them to use that new emergent language. So that is just a very simple activity today at work. And if you try it out with your learner, I hope it works well.